Слышно? Hello everyone, thanks for joining our webinar today. I can see people still joining. It's good to hear and see you all. My name is Muzaffar. I'm a head of business development at Canfield's Law, our law firm, and our headquarters are based in London. So currently I'm speaking from the London office, and we specialize in mainly we specialize in the UK citizenship via investment program. But today the topic is all about how we can help in obtaining the EB-5 investor visa to US, and I hope that you will receive the valuable information during today's webinar. So we're gonna talk about why invest in USA. I'll brief about the benefits of investing in US markets, doing business in US, and also then we will touch base about EB-5 program itself. I'll tell you what's the EB-5 program, what are the unique benefits of the EB-5 program, and then we'll have the Q&A sessions and question and answer session at the end of the webinar. So as to introduce myself, I'm Muzaffar. I'm a head of business development at Canfield's Law. Previously I worked in the banking sector, so in project financing, and also worked in the venture capital sector, where initiated and launched an award-winning, the first Sharia compliant seed advanced SAS seed enterprise investment fund in the UK. And I have also wide expertise in startup business projects and their funding and in foreign direct investments. So, okay, let me tell you about the benefits of investing in USA. Why USA is so attractive. So there is no shortage of reasons why investors choose the United States. From the business-friendly environment and quality of life consideration to specific technologies, supply chain, infrastructure, and workforce factors, the nation's diversity and openness are what truly allow businesses from all countries and industries to find their place in the market and thrive. I would say it's a first choice for investors. The businesses investing in the United States, regardless of industry, gain competitive advantages from one of the most open markets on the planet. Okay, so, and it's the world's largest market. The United States offers the largest consumer market on earth, with gross domestic product of 18 trillion and 325 million people. So 18 trillion US dollars GDP, and then 325 million people. Household spending is the highest in the world, accounting for nearly a third of global household consumption. At the same time, free trade agreements with 20 other countries provide enhanced access to hundreds of millions of additional consumers, and the United States continues to work with foreign partners to increase opportunities for US exporters. Okay. Also, it's a place where doing business is quite easy. Okay, the United States is consistently ranked among the best internationally for its overall competitiveness and ease of doing business. It's backed by a regulatory environment that is particularly conducive to starting and operating a business. And U.S. business culture encourages free enterprise and competition. As a stable democracy with a transparent and predictable legal system, all companies, regardless of national origin, compete on an even playing field. Okay, so workforce, there's another attractiveness. It has a workforce talent. The United States workforce is diverse, skilled, innovative, and mobile, and US workers are among the most productive in the world. Looking to the future, the United States has prioritized the collaborative mechanism with public and private sector organizations to ensure that the workforce is able to meet the needs of a 21st century economy. Yeah, and it has abundant resources. As the third largest nation by geography, the United States is home to vast and varied landscapes with abundant natural resources, including petroleum and natural gas. So these diverse regions are connected by expansive infrastructure, network, and services that help companies efficiently produce, move their products. And of course, it offers the access to capital, and the United States hosts the most developed, liquid, flexible, and efficient financial markets in the world. A wide range of funding resources from banks and investment firms to venture capitalists and angel investors makes the country a more attractive. And also global education, I would say, has one of the best universities based in US, and provides the great opportunity for your children to study. And also it also provides the the English language, because everyone speaks in English. It also gives an opportunity for in you doing business, because the majority people speak English, and English is a first language. About us, Canfield's Law, we are based in London, London-based solicitors firm. Canfield's, we specialize in a wide range of legal aspects, and through immigration is considered the company's major practice. And Canfield's Law was granted Lexel Excellency Certificate and is a member of the Law Society. And Canfield's Law, together with licensed US partners, has made EB-5 investment in a range of industries, including assisted living, call centers, restaurants, and multifamily apartments. We invite you to explore these projects to learn more about what sets us apart, including our innovative public-private partnership, rigorous transaction screening, and institutional quality of investment management expertise. Okay, the EB-5, what is EB-5? And then I would like to give you a bit overview of the EB-5 program, the benefits of this program. So let me see whether the screen is look okay. So I think the screen is a bit moved, so I just wanted to make sure that it's all visible to everyone. Okay, so now I think it's better. Yeah, basically the US government EB-5 immigrant investor program provides foreign nationals with an opportunity to obtain US permanent residency, a green card for themselves and their immediate family members, for investing in American business that creates new jobs. The investment must lead to the creation of at least 10 American jobs per investor. In return, the investor, his or her spouse, and any unmarried children under 21 may become eligible to receive permanent U.S. green cards, allowing them to live and work anywhere in the United States. So it provides a great opportunity, so you can invest in a business, and then if your business creates minimum 10 jobs, so that gives the opportunity for you and your family to come, the children below 18 to 21 years old, join this program, and you can come as a whole family under this investor program. So what is EB-5? Again, just a brief. EB-5 visa available under the Immigrant Investor Program, created by the Immigration Act of 1990. It provides a method for foreign nationals to obtain a green card through capital investment in U.S. business. So it there's a cap, there's a limit of makes 10,000 U.S. green cards available for immigrant investors, 3,000 of which are set aside for investment through regional centers. So minimum of $1 million US or 500,000 US in a targeted employment area, preserving at least 10 jobs for US workers. Then you have an opportunity to become a permanent resident in America under the Green Card program, so EB-5 program. The EB-5 pilot program, so what is the regional center first of all? The EB-5 pilot program began in 1992 and created regional center designations. So a regional center is any economy entity, public or private, dedicated to the promotion of economic growth, improve regional productivity, job creation, increase domestic capital investment of the region. EB-5 regional center projects must meet the requirements regulated by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. So what is the TEA, Targeted Employment Area? TEA, so is any city, county, census tract or other geographical area accepted by the USCIS that has an unemployment rate over 150% of the national average rate. So the targeted employment area may also consist of a rural area. A rural area is an area outside the metropolitan statistical area or outer boundary of any city or towns having a population of 20,000 or more. So so the reason that the EB-5 mainly has been created by the government is to support the economy, support the economic growth, tackle with unemployment, create new jobs, and increase the business activities. So that's the attractiveness for the U.S. economy, and at the same time it's attractive for the nationals who would like to obtain the EB-5 and obtain a permanent residency or become citizens of the U.S. So why EB-5? Once again, it provides a direct road to permanent residency in the U.S. for the investor, spouse, and all unmarried children under age 21. It provides the freedom to live. It provides freedom to live, work, and retire anywhere in the U.S. Investor and her spouse and children may attend college or university at U.S. resident costs. Travel to and from the United States without another visa. Enroll to U.S. citizenship after 5 years of permanent residency. By the way, to become a permanent resident, there's this 5-year time scale. So to become a permanent resident, and it provides that. So to become a citizenship after 5 years of permanent residency, ability for investors to sponsor green cards for family members as well. So basically you can come with your family members, as I said, with children under age of 21, and so it has other benefits. So that's the slide shows you the other benefits, unique benefits. As I said, lower college tuition, so it gives you opportunity to pay less when it comes to college tuition or university tuition, so compared to foreign students. It gives you work authorization to get a job anywhere in the US, so that's great benefits. And residence flexibility, so you can live anywhere in the US. Also, you have travel privileges, so you can leave and enter the United States at will without a visa, and you have a path to naturalization, so for you to become a US citizen, and no need to renew. As long as you apply to replace your green card every 10 years, you don't need to renew. And it gives you access to Social Security, so you may receive retirement benefits such as some supplemental income after contributing to the Social Security system. And it gives you access to Medicare, so you can enjoy health insurance benefits from the U.S. government from the age of 65 after residing in the U.S. for 5 years. And also gives the permanent status. As long as you follow U.S. law, then you can become a permanent resident or citizen of the U.S. So why Canfield's Law? So what we do, we provide high quality projects with our partners. We do have licensed expert partners in US we are partnering with, so we provide high quality projects that meet EB-5 program requirements. So our long-standing partnership with municipalities and top-tier developers provide us access to thousands of potential EB-5 investments. So we have a large investment projects that suits your needs. With a deep bench of investment professionals, we always apply, help you with ensure we select high quality investment with our partner Civitas. And also clients' interests come first. Our approach allows us to select projects based on their ability to meet the EB-5 job creation requirements and preserve investor capital. And our goals are aligned with the priorities to our investors. And we also provide the careful and continuous projects for supervision. So our asset management team closely monitors the status of every Canfield's Law EB-5 investment and has the resources and expertise to manage unexpected issues that may arise. So we work with our partner Civitas Capital to do that project supervision and management, which is very important when you invest. Our deep experience mitigates the risk for EB-5 investors. And we have a diverse team of financial experts at your service. We take pride in our team of seasoned financial experts who devote to our company and its clients is unparalleled in the industry. Our staff members have diverse backgrounds and speak 17 languages, allowing us to develop a complete understanding of each client's cultural goals. So our role, the Canfield Law team, comprises professionals with experience managing money for sophisticated institutions who demand the highest level of quality and transparency. Of course, we work with Civitas Capital to manage the investment. So Canfield's Law applies the same institutional quality approach to everything we do. Our goal is to ensure EB-5 investors complete the immigration process and fully realize the investment. So we do project select. We help you with project selections. We have wide range of projects. We do complete rigorous institutional quality financial analysis focused on risk mitigation. We comply with all US CIS requirements with special attention to job creation. Project supervision, as I said, monitoring construction progress, releasing funds to developers according to construction progress and budget, tracking job creation, reporting to investors, sending investors reports on construction progress and job creation and other relevant information. And fund management, again, we work with our expert licensed partners in US where together we can manage the projects, making distribution to investors during the life of the fund, liquidate the fund, and completing capital repayment. So, okay, what about the process? So the first is we prepare, evaluate investment, and prepare source of funds. We complete Canfield's Law questionnaire, review projects, legal documents, and prepare source of funds with your with your immigration attorneys. Then legal documents is executed and capital transfer. So Canfield's Law will confirm the reception of the capital and issue a receipt. So investment period, individuals' capital is considered at risk once funds are received and paperwork is executed. So funds will remain invested according to the terms established in the fund selected. So we will guide you to mitigate the risk, of course, and then we start the immigration process. So from petition preparation, then we prepare forms. There are forms of I-526, and then immigrant visa or adjustment of status. Investors' attorney files application for immigrants visa as adjustment of status. So we work with you will be assigned an attorney. We work with regulated attorneys in US and as our partners, so who will be also assisting together. We will be assisting on this process, on immigration process, and so this process will take about 25 months. I mean, it's immigration process itself, and then conditional permanent resident status period will be for 24 months. So you will be issued the conditional permanent resident card after progressing your investment immigration process, and then 90 days before, within 24 months, you also receive conditional permanent resident card, and then obviously card expires within that 24 months, and then USCIS reviews forms of I-829 petition, so that actually takes about 30 months, and then investor receives permanent resident card within that time period. So that's mainly shows you the timescales to obtaining the EB-5 visa and the steps for the investments. So what is again? I mean, I just wanted to provide you just a clarification who just joined us on the webinar. So EB-5 investment visa program is an employment-based immigration program created by the United States Congress in 1990 for foreign entrepreneurs, investors like you. So the purposes of which is to stimulate the U.S. economy through job creation and capital investment by foreign investors. Through the EB-5 Immigrant Investor Program, a foreign national can obtain lawful permanent resident status in the United States for himself, herself, a spouse, and unmarried children under age 21 in return for making a qualified investment in U.S. enterprise. So is the EB-5 Migrant Investor Program suitable for me? If you ask this question, as an EB-5 investor, you may have many reasons for seeking permanent residency in the United States through the EB-5 Immigrant Investor Program, and you may be seeking economic opportunity, educational opportunities for yourself or your children, or retirement in the U.S. Obtaining an EB-5 visa through the EB-5 Immigrant Investor Program provides you and other investors the opportunity, the flexibility to live and work permanently in the U.S. That's one of the greatest benefits. And investment with the councils are generally available only to accredited investors. For more, for more information, we can, give you a personal consultation. So let us know, and I will give you a call. I mean, you can at the end of the presentation, I'll provide you the contact details. So please, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have any questions during this webinar today, please let me know so we can cover them. So what are the fees involved to participate in the EB-5 Immigrant Investor Program? So your principal investment is $500,000 US, and there is a council's administrative fee for arranging the EB-5 visa itself for you and for your family, and then there is we work with immigration attorney. So filing fees. So these are more like government fees to USCIS. Cost may vary depending on the number of family members, but we will give you that cost structure. So please let me know. We just need to understand how big is your family, how many children are below 21 are joining you, and then we'll give you full cost, simulation cost, and additional professional help such as tax advice, translator, etc. That could be your cost during this process. But we offer the one-stop shop solution, and we'll give you a single fixed fee structure during our work with you. So is my investment at risk or loss? Well, EB-5 regulations require that all invested capital be at risk of loss. At risk generally means subject to normal business and financial risk. So limited partner interests are illiquid and involve a substantial degree of risk, and any investor should carefully consider the ability to withstand that risk. So risks outside the partnership interests include the enterprise failure to meet the direct or indirect job creation requirements. So, well, that's mainly, yes. I mean, you need to understand the business risk because you're investing in a business or projects. So, but we will give you all information so you get for your financial for information for your decision making process, and how long will funds remain invested. While every investment is subject to different terms, most of our investment partnerships have a project life of 5 to 7 years. So our address you can see on the screen. We based in London. Our headquarters is based in London at 129 Finchley Road, Swiss Cottage. So please let us know. Send your contact details. Send your email with information on your family members, on your interests, on what kind of project you are interested in, and then we'll contact you and we'll give you personal advice on or personal consultation and tailor the services to your needs. Also, this is our the testimonials, but obviously I would like to move to the question and answers sections at this stage, and please feel free to give me your please let me know your questions. I'm more than happy to ask. So Mr. Audio Berry Daniel, what is the EB-5 fee for my family of 5? Again, it's Mr. Audio, thank you very much for your questions. I think there is also a question from Clam Queen, my family of 4. And I'm more than happy to send you a brief how to say the simulation cost. So again, please contact, let me just put you can see on the screen our contact details. Please send an info@visatier.com your questions stating how many spouse, how many children you have, so we can send you the cost simulation structure. So also in terms of I would like to move. There is a question from Mr. Muhammad. The investment must create at least, so obviously just reading the questions. So what is the regional center? As I say, that the regional center is it's a centers that licensed centers that authorized to provide the service, so basically there's a section 203 B5 of the legislation of Immigration and Nationality Act that makes foreign national eligible for permanent residency by engaging in commercial enterprise that will benefit the American economy and directly create 10 jobs. But the Congress, as I said, allocates 10,000 migrant visas annually for this employment-based preference, and there's all designated to regional centers or TEA status. So the regional centers, they do licensed centers that provides the immigration side of things, provides from step 1 to step obtaining your immigration visa. And then we work with the licensed regional centers in US, and obviously we will be more than happy to assist you during the step of obtaining your permanent residency, or from your application, from choosing the projects and obtaining the permanent residency stage. So then I'm just going through the other questions. Are family members eligible to qualify for an EB-5 visa? Yes, the spouse can qualify, children can qualify, children below 21 and who are not married can qualify. So how do I apply for an EB-5 visa? When considering investment into a approved EB-5 regional center, there are several steps and procedures that must be followed, and I will be more than happy to send you the detailed information. Please contact us through the links below. So to apply, a potential investor is required to file a petition with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, which is called USCIS. Upon approval of this application, the investor and immediate family, which includes spouse and single children under 21 years of age, may apply for an immigrant visa at the U.S. consulate, or if the investor is already located in the United States, apply for adjustment of status at any regional USCIS office. The initial residence status that is granted is conditional for a period of 2 years. Prior to the termination of this 2-year preliminary period, the conditional permanent resident must file an additional application with the USCIS to request removal of the conditions. So if the investor has demonstrated that they invested or was actively in the process of investing the required capital, the investor maintained the investment without the 2-year conditional period, and the required jobs were created, then the application should be approved. So that's mainly, and thank you very much for your questions. I like that the webinar is quite interactive. So if you have any further questions, we'll be more than happy to assist. As I said, please let us know. Send your inquiries to the email below, info@visatier.com, and we'll contact you, and we'll be more than happy to answer to your questions and provide the required information. As I said, simulation cost. So just going to some of the final questions. Does the investor need to hire an attorney for the file an immigrant investor application? Well, it's highly recommended, as the documentary requirements are complicated, and failure to provide the necessary documents can cause delays in obtaining green card or even denial of the application. So we work with licensed attorneys in US who will guide you, and we have 100% success rates on obtaining the EB-5 visas. And we have a good track record, so obviously if you are interested, we'll be more than happy to guide you on those steps. So I'm just reading another question. Can the invested funds be gift? Mr. Muhammad is asking question, can the invested funds be gift? Yes, but the investor must provide the gifted funds were legally obtained and all applicable taxes on the gift have been paid. So mainly we do the quick anti-money laundering check to satisfy the source of funds, but yes, the gift can be considered for your investment process. So what are the benefits? I think there's another question. I just wanted to quickly answer to one more question, so we can then conclude our webinar. Okay. So yeah, there's another question from Mr. Farouk. What are the benefits does the green card offer? Okay. So let me just see whether you have, yeah, fantastic. So Mr. Farouk, thank you very much for your question. Permanent residents, green card holders may travel into US and stay as long as they wish without the need to obtain a visa. So permanent residents may access the US educational system, including its many fine colleges and universities, without the need for a visa. And if residency requirements are met, may pay tuition and in a state's residence rate. So you are not paying the overseas fees as an overseas student, but you will be paying as a local residence rate. So, and also it's certain conditions. If certain conditions are met, U.S. citizenship may be obtained in 5 years. So that's the great benefits of this green card. So as long as you are lawfully abiding the law, and then investing, meeting the requirements. As I said, like within the 2.5 years, there is 24 months. There is you need to provide the evidence that you invested. You need to provide the evidence that the projects or job has created minimum 10 jobs. I mean, we do have call center projects, so then Obviously, the call centers are fantastic to create that to meet the job requirements, because we have projects that require the call center, so you can be part of this investment. So also, as I mentioned earlier, we have other projects whether we can tailor to your needs, to your interests, and we just need to understand your main business activity and what business activity you want to undertake or do in the US. So thank you very much for joining our webinar. It was a pleasure seeing you and having you all, and thanks for the questions as well, so having this webinar interactive. So I would like to conclude our webinar at this stage, and I'll be more than happy to answer to your questions. You ask many other specific questions, to please email to info@visatier.com, and we'll be more than happy to answer. So thank you very much, and look forward to working with you. Bye bye.